Hello and welcome to another episode of Chalk Talk here on the Brandon Ramsey College Basketball YouTube channel. Please make sure you leave this video a like and subscribe to us here at the Brandon Ramsey College Basketball Show YouTube channel. And go follow me on Twitter at BRamseyKSR as well. We're going to dive right into the film in this one. A couple minutes of offensive clips from last night's ugly 83-66 loss to Michigan State. And this one could probably not be very fun to watch. But the biggest issue that I had with Kentucky so often last night was just completely abandoning any of the zoom action and the pacing and spacing and passing and cutting that we've seen work not only obviously last year under Coach Pope, but even at times in this game, which we'll get to at the very end of this video. But like right here, when the ball gets reversed to Brandon Garrison, why can't this be a zoom action right here? Why can't we down screen into a handoff and see what happens over on this side? Instead, we just get into a handoff, nothing really happening. Now we're into a side ball screen, nothing really happening. Once again, on this reversal, why isn't this directly into a reversal zoom action? Go down screen this guy. Let's see if we can get Colin Chandler a shot. Let's see if Otega Oweh can slip something. Let's get some movement, some screening, some cutting on this side. Instead, we just pass it over here, follow the ball. At least we're getting a couple reversals, but the ball's just not really moving. And then guess what? It ends up with a very low percentage shooter shooting a very ugly 3-point shot that misses. Here's another possession, just nothing really happening. I mean, like we're already getting down to 20 seconds on the shot clock. All we've gotten is a forced entry to the top of the key and then a handoff for Denzel Aberdeen. Nothing's happening. We're under 20 seconds now. There's been no real movement. Like, why aren't we hitting here and running into a handoff to let Mo Diabate come off left? Why aren't we hitting here and almost getting into some Princeton stuff where he can run off? And then now we're into zoom over here where you have Otega Oweh coming off to his right. You maybe have a chance to slip with Colin Chandler. You have a chance to step back for a three for Colin Chandler. But no, we're so obsessed with this middle ball screen, middle handoff action now. And maybe that all would have been well and good with Jalen Lowe, but Denzel Aberdeen's not that type of playmaker. Jasmine Johnson's not that type of playmaker yet. It seems like that this offense right now is tailored around Jalen Lowe and his playmaking, and he's not in the games. So now this ball just gets thrown to the corner. Another forced 3-point shot, 17 seconds on the shot clock. Probably don't need this one after you've already missed one. You're open for a reason. Airballs it. Another possession right now. This is where Kentucky was so good last year, and they have been so good in very small sample sizes this year. That ball hits the five-man's hands on the reversal in the trail spot. Boom, into zoom action. Like you used to not have to think about it. It was just like it was just constant. It was machine-like with the way these guys moved and cut and screened off the ball. And now it's like catch. What am I supposed to do with it? What do we want to do? What are we trying to get into? And you can almost see them thinking in real time. Now, Jasper Johnson dribbling around. I mean, that's such a disappointing shot from a senior where, I mean, as the game goes on, he forced a couple, but like, heck, I would rather Jasper Johnson shoot this when the guy goes under the handoff a little bit. And then, okay, he probes around. I don't mind him doing some of that. He's good off of the bounce. You get this ball to Otega Oweh. I mean, there are 21 seconds on the shot clock on this catch. Just live it to fight another day, and let's get, so like pop out, cut, let Moreno come up, get a catch, and then get into some zoom action or get into zoom action on this side. Like live to fight another day, get some ball reversals, get the ball moving a little bit. But instead, you have a senior just settling for a contested, super contested 20-foot pull-up jump shot with 20 seconds on the shot clock. That gets you beat offensively every single time out. A couple more possessions. Again, this middle ball screen action. I mean, Otega Oweh has strengths. None of them are him playing off of a ball screen. He does not have the playmaking capability. He does not have the ball handling capability to make things happen off of a ball screen. It all has to be straight line downhill for him. For him to operate on multiple dribbles, multiple moves, reading defenders, that is not in his bag right now. So there's no reason to be really ball screening for him, hardly ever. Now we get a catch here. Again, instead of hitting Brandon Garrison, like hit him right there, and then boom, look what we have. We have a zoom action on this side. Or boom, we have a zoom action on this side. Instead, we're just into kind of a lazy high ball screen. And then guess what's happening now? Because Mo Diabate is over here, he's the one lifting up. So, like, yeah, of course there's nothing to be had here because look at how they're able to tag on this roll because they are daring you. They literally want you to throw the ball to Mo Diabate. And that's why I don't have an issue. I mean, Michigan State made 3 of 6 unguarded threes on Tuesday night. Cohen Carr made like his 6th or 7th three of his stinking career. That's why I don't care about those because guess what? They're doing the same thing to Mo Diabate. They are daring you to throw him the ball. He just happened to go 0 for 4, and a couple of their guys happened to make a couple. If you flip that around, if Mo Diabate somehow sprays a couple in and their guys miss 2 of theirs, 6 points minus and 6 points plus makes this game a heck of a lot closer. That's just the way that making and missing shots goes sometimes. But we don't like that. There's nothing good that's going to come out of a side ball screen with Mo Diabate lifting up because, of course, he's going to be the only one open because they can just completely take this away. They can stay and make sure that they contain the ball. So now you quote unquote make the right play, throw it to him, and it's a bad miss. This is one where, I mean, in some of the tough times, I mean, I get it. Like offense isn't looking good, and maybe you feel like you have a halfway decent look here because you're open. But man, 28 seconds on the shot clock, you're now down 13. You've scored 4 points in about 8 minutes. If you're going to take this shot again, I talked about it some last night in a video. It's not necessarily fair, but you better make this shot if you're going to take it because it kind of feels like you decided it was your turn to shoot. And that's what we're going to see in this next position, too. Now you're down 15. The game's really getting away from you. No real offense there again. Like, I guess you're just saying, hey, we're going to try to let Jasper Johnson create something in isolation when you're down 15 to get us to come back. But even if that's the plan, this can't be the shot outcome that you wanted to get if you're Coach Pope and the staff, because this is incredibly contested. Step back off of a couple dribbles, and you're down 15. Like, let's run something good to try to get a bucket. The game is getting away from you, and that is the shot you take there. I think there's one more negative clip here. Yeah, again, just completely, just turning. What is Otega Oweh going to do off of this stuff? Now, if we let him, like, let's zoom action this. Let's see if Colin Chandler can come off. If not, maybe then guess what we get to do? We get to hit Oweh over here where maybe he can rip and drive at baseline. That is a good situation for Otega Oweh. Bad situation, just having him come off of ball screens and handoffs in the middle of the floor because he really has nowhere to go. And because of that, then again, as the game is getting away from you, 17 points now, early second half, you get a pull-up three off of a ball screen from Otega Oweh. That's just not what you want to get to. Kentucky did such a poor job of putting their players in positions to succeed for them personally on Tuesday night. Now, a few good clips to kind of prove the point here of like, hey, we have seen this work. Very first possession of the game. Admittedly, a little disjointed. Like, this isn't perfect, but you get to some of that 5-out stuff. Boom, right here. You get a Brandon Garrison catch in the middle of the floor, and you get at least some semblance of two-man action. Now, it pretty much just turns into a dribble at backdoor, but that's fine. Like, at least that's some of the stuff that we've seen before. And now look at all this spacing here with 5 guys around the perimeter. Michigan State has 1 foot out of 10 in the paint. You get it to Colin Chandler, great balance, scores it. This time, You come down. Ball hits Moreno's hands. Boom. Right into zoom action quickly, like on the catch. It was right into zoom. And guess what happens? You come off. Colin Carr is completely overplaying an elite shooter in Colin Chandler. So he back cuts it and he's wide open. Great delivery on the pass. Finish. As simple as that. One more look this time. Boom. Ball hits Brandon Garrison's hands in the trail spot, and he's right into a reversal. Hit. Ball screen, nothing there. Get out of it. Attack the middle of the floor. Boom. Hits Andrei Yelovich. His eyes immediately turn to this side, and we're into zoom action over here. I mean, we did not see this nearly enough on Tuesday night because essentially these three clips are the three times that you did it. Boom, another reversal. Eyes immediately to the other side of the floor. Another great back cut, great pass, and you shoot it in. Just needed to see more of that, and you're going to have to see more of that going forward because especially without Jalen Lowe, this team does not have the individual playmaking that maybe you thought it was going to have to play more in those ball screen handoff stuff. You're going to have to get back to some of the zoom action, manufacturing more offense with this group. You saw it work in a few clips there, but then you just completely aborted mission and went away from it. I think as the going got tough, you saw more and more individualistic play. Maybe that's some of the stuff Coach Pope was talking about in his press conference, but he's going to have to learn from this film. And I think these few clips here really showcase what they didn't do on Tuesday night and what they're going to need to do going forward. Again, make sure you're subscribed here to the Brandon Ramsey College Basketball Show and follow me on Twitter at BRamseyKSR.